G.O.A.T Sports Podcast, a weekly sports podcast for kids by kids, where it's all sports all the time. I'm your host, Saket. Welcome back to the show. After a month-long break, we are back with tons of news in store. Let's jump into it. Here are the top sports news from around the world. The 2025 NFL season kicked off with electrifying matchups and dramatic finishes. Week 1 saw the Buffalo Bills edge out the Ravens in a 41-40 thriller at Highmark Stadium, while the Vikings stunned the Bears 27-24 on Monday Night Football. The Packers dominated the Lions 27-13 at Lambeau Field, and the Rams held off the Texans 14-9 in a defensive slugfest. Denver's defense shined in a 20-12 win over the Titans, and 49ers squeaked past the Seahawks 17-13 in a gritty NFC West battle. These early games set the tone for this season, full of surprises and breakout performances. Week 2 of the 2025 NFL season delivered high drama and tight finishes across the league. The Ravens bounced back from their Week 1 heartbreak with a dominant 41-10 win over the Browns, showcasing explosive plays from Lamar Jackson and DeAndre Hopkins. The Eagles edged out the Chiefs 20-17 in a Super Bowl LAX rematch, stalling the Kansas City Chiefs' late comeback attempt. The Cowboys and the Giants battled into overtime, with Dallas sealing the win thanks to a clutch kick from Brandon Aubrey. Meanwhile, the Buccaneers stayed undefeated with a gritty 20-19 victory over the Texans, and Justin Herbert led the Chargers past the Raiders 20-9 on Monday night. The Colts pulled off a nail-biter against the Broncos, winning 29-28 after a penalty gave kicker Spencer Schrader a second chance to convert the game winner. Week 2 proved that no lead is safe and every possession counts in this unpredictable season. Week 3 delivered even more fireworks. The Carolina Panthers earned their first win of the season with a commanding 30-0 shutout of the Falcons, while Minnesota's Isaiah Rodgers made history by scoring on both an interception and a fumble return, leading the Vikings to a 48-10 rout of the Bengals. The Eagles pulled off a last-second win over the Rams thanks to Jordan Davis' 61-yard field goal block return. And the Chargers stayed undefeated at 3-0 after a clutch field goal sealed the game at 23-20 with a victory over the Broncos. The 49ers edged out the Cardinals 16-15 with a game-winning kick from Eddie Pinheiro, and the Chiefs finally broke their losing streak with a gritty 22-9 victory over the Giants. Patrick Mahomes came over his rocky first half to connect with Tyquan Thornton for a key touchdown, helping Kansas City avoid a dreaded 0-3 start. Week 4 of the NFL season delivered high drama and pivotal shakeups across the league. The Steelers kicked things off in Dublin, Ireland with a gritty 24-21 win over the Vikings, powered by the resurgent run game and dominant defensive front. The Chiefs flexed their championship pedigree and commanding 37-20 victory over the Ravens, while the Rams and Jaguars handed the Colts and 49ers their first loss of the seasons in nail-biters. Buffalo remained undefeated, outlasting the Saints 31-19 behind another stellar outing from Josh Allen. The Bears staged a late comeback to edge the Raiders 25-24, and the Falcons held off the Commanders 34-27 in a shootout. Sunday night thrillers saw Cowboys and Packers battle to a dramatic 40-40 tie, the first draw of the season. Both teams traded explosive plays throughout regulation, with Dak Prescott and Jordan Love each throwing for over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. In overtime, neither side could break the deadlock, as missed field goals and clutch defensive stops kept the scoreboard frozen. The result leaves both teams at 2 wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie, with playoff implications already looming in a tightly contested NFC. To start off Week 5 with Thursday Night Football, the Rams and the 49ers battled it out in a division fight. It all came down in overtime. One play. It was 4th and 1 and the Rams were going for the win. The 49ers scored on the first drive to make it 26-23. Kyren Williams got the ball, but was stuffed by the 49ers defensive front. The 49ers win 26-23 in a gritty division battle. The 2025 WNBA playoffs have already delivered unforgettable drama and historic performances. The Phoenix Mercury stunned the top-seeded Minnesota Lynx in Game 2 of their semifinal series, rallying from a 20-point deficit to win 89-83 in overtime, a comeback that ranks among the largest in WNBA postseason history. Led by coach Nate Tibbetts and a gritty second-half surge, Phoenix evened the series 1-1 and headed back to Arizona to claim the series and get the win. Las Vegas Aces in Game 1 of their semifinal matchup cruised to an 89-73 road win behind Kelsey Mitchell's 34-point exploit. The WNBA playoffs have already delivered unforgettable drama and historic performances. The Phoenix Mercury stunned the top-seeded Minnesota Lynx in Game 2 of their semifinal series, rallying from a 20-point deficit to win 89-83 in overtime, a comeback that ranks among the largest in WNBA postseason history. Led by coach Nate Tibbetts and a gritty second-half surge, Phoenix evened the series 1-1 and headed back to Arizona to win the series and seal their spot in the final. Las Vegas Aces versus Indiana Fever in Game 1 of their semifinal matchup. Las Vegas Aces cruised to an 89-73 road win behind Kelsey Mitchell's 34-point explosion. The Fever responded quickly and took back Game 2, shutting down MVP A'ja Wilson, and the series went back and forth and it ended up 2-2 with the deciding Game 5 coming. The Aces dominated that game 107-98 to reach the WNBA final and prove the people that thought they wouldn't even make it to the playoffs wrong. And that's our show. Thank you for listening to the Go Sports Podcast. Expect a new episode weekly in your favorite podcast app, and please do not forget to subscribe. Do leave your comments and ratings for our show. If you would like your team to be featured in our weekly shoutouts or any other comments, please reach us by email at thegokidspodcast@gmail.com. See you next week.